Hey, Lord. Lord, help me. Lord, heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. What's up, buddy? My bully. Let him eat. You had you some wet. You had you some. Ugh. Hmm. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I look over and the lips is like, he got a piece of cat food stuck to his tooth. It's funny. Trying to play this out in a way that isn't directed towards one person, which will be difficult because it's a very specific situation. Huh. Weird. Definitely odd. So anyway, I'll stop. Good morning. Good morning. Ezra, how are you? I'm awesome. Hopefully you are as well. We had a while back. We had a young man staying at the house, family, and young, very young. Was never taught to, lack of a better word, I was just talking about some stuff like I usually do, rambling. So this young man is staying with us, and he's young. Nobody ever taught him to certain things you should not say, especially to someone who owns the home you're staying in. Right. Force. Force the edit. I like that. Um, so anyway, something was happening. My wife was mothering our son, and he decided to pipe in. Well, he challenged what was happening, and he got kicked out because he wanted to get up in my wife's face, and I was fine. Y'all can sit there and blah, 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 back and forth all you want. But I got tired of it. It got loud, it got disrespectful, and I'm gonna get in the male's face. Back the fuck up. Get out. You gone. Bye. Done. Bye. Kind of thing. It's just funny because I don't think, I'm pretty sure 99% of us know you don't go out to eat and then walk into the kitchen and tell the cook, this is how I want it. No, 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 no. A little less, little more, little. Yeah. It's a little different because it's not a house, it's a business. You can leave. You put your trust and faith in the cook at the place you went to. You chose to go there. That's the biggest thing. So it was just weird, like, oh, I ain't never heard it called that. That's a good one. Stole. I'm stealing it, Irish. It's all like, I've just not been shaving because it's like, freaking wound brew. And I refuse. That's one thing I don't do. My face don't go down. Mm-mm. Couple relationships have been ended. Jason, it's going awesome. It's amazing. I'm up. I'm blessed with the nervous system to feel the pain I'm in. It's awesome. When I was a kid, we did baseball. We collected baseball cards way back. That's way back. Now, no, no. It's one of those things where it's like, I did it. And where are they? Somebody got a real good collection back then through our moving and house fires. My thing nowadays is, well, still, end of high school, I got into Magic the Gathering. That was my jam. I'm a nerd, so eventually I found out, I was like, you know what? I'm a skinny nerd. Why the hell am I continuing playing baseball? I'm okay at it, but oh, so you probably have some good ones. Baseball's pretty old, pretty old. But I don't think they were the first. Hockey was probably one of the first to check this out. And it wasn't even cards, it was just like pictures. Usually the dude's all beat up, swole here. The other eye's just closed. It's great. Ooh, a Ken Griffey. Mm-mm-mm. Griffey, Pete Rose, Sosa, Sandberg. Of course, everybody wanted a Mickey, man. It's like, even care how up of a dude he was. It was weird. Huh? Lou Gehrig, all them boys. Shoeless Joe. Oh man, I wanted to Shoeless Joe so bad. Easily. Easily. And I'm not sure of your age. I'm 44, so I was around when a couple of the older, uh, some of the alphas were still around, and then the Sigma Beta crap going around. Which my grandpa, he would definitely call me, "You're a beta. Grow up, get shot in a helicopter, do something." That was his go-to, because he was shot in a helicopter. Hilarious. Yeah, I don't think that's far-fetched to be like, "Man, why you lying? Always lie." No. Old soul, embrace it. Um, I don't know where my stick went. I think one of the cats was having a fiesta on my porch last night and knocked down my protection stick. I'm into that stuff, man. I think I was born an old soul, so it's interesting, man. Like, yeah, they knocked it down. I live in Florida, so like, shows off, hits self in face. That's an example of how not to do it, kids. It's funny you said you got a favorite car, like truck. El Camino. El Camino is my jam. I would go viral if my wife or somebody pulled up in an El Camino. "Your new car." Yeah, yeah. And you kind of, people are like, it's stuff. Please don't forget to wash the dishes. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate the reminder. Find you a wife that's I don't. She said thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, this is just like Eastern red cedar. That's all I mess with. But that's my jam, whittling. You know, I got me a little drawing knife. I don't use no power tools. No power tools. That's my jam. And I don't go way back. Like, I still use tools, like files and such, you know. But for the main part, no electricity, no batteries, I love it. I'm, God willing, and the creek don't take me up to Alabama or Texas, I'm gonna die here. Well, the missus called out of work, family emergency. Took the boy with her. It's just me and the beast. Me and the beast. Uh, Inside Mama Kitty had a litter of 4. They're about 4, 3 to 4 days old. And what's crazy, of course, I've been to Cali. I've been over there, Nevada, all that stuff. Been over there. I love it there too. The country we live in is just wow. Wow. Anyway, I digress. To the youth, right? We're old souls here. I love it. Just scraping my little ash hole over my ash hole. ASH. Sweeping. I just, when I'm smoking an ash right over here, I'll be working or something. Virginia. A buddy of mine who lives in Cali was born in Virginia, born and raised in Virginia. We'll be going through there this coming year. We had to put it off another year. You know, stuff happens. So the yearly, like, what are we going to do big this year kind of thing. I like that we do that. All right, everybody huddle up. Huddle up. Big holidays, or how do we put it? Small to medium holidays, like your birthday, Christmas, Easter, yada yada yada. The rain can get its own thing. We don't get mudslides. That was a creepy thing to me over there on the other side. Like, where's all your land going? The rain takes it. Oklahoma? I don't know where it goes. See, last place I was closest to Virginia was a couple years, 2-3 years ago. We went Gatlinburg. So Tennessee. You're not quite there. It's different. It's a different thing. They look similar, but just the South is my home. These are my people. Everybody, my people. Shoot. But it's different. It's got its own grit. And if you know what you're doing with that grit, man, some cheese grits with some fried fish. I remember the first time I had hominy. That blew my mind. Big cat stuff. You know, the cliche tiger. I had to get that. I'm like, hey, it shows it. Bam, first one on Google. I want it. And then that's kind of a lion. Little, that also pops up on Google. The stripes, they pop up on Google, but I kind of staggered the pattern. I like my big cats. And of course my Thundercat, which I have not finished yet. I need to get the rat around it. I'm disrespecting Thundercats by not getting it done. Then I have others. I let some viewers pick, or subscribers, viewers pick, or make some designs for 200 subscribers. Kind of felt like that kid. I'm gonna stay outside for 24 hours, and it's like, bro, you're in an 8-foot snowdrift. What the? For 200 subscribers, I'm not camping in my backyard for 200. I'll do a tattoo. That's forever. My buddy did these that got me into tattooing. He did good. He did really good. He was new at it, so, and I see it, and some people could look at it and be like, man, that's a jacked up line. That line's almost not even there. What is that, a flipper or a foot? Yeah. You're damn right. I love every imperfection of every one of my tattoos. If you're not ready to see an imperfection in a tattoo, don't get one. My opinion as a tattoo scratcher is what they call me. Kind of weird. The tattoo industry is super weird, dude. Like, they had to be weird because a lot of people that were getting tattoos back then were weird. Stay cool. Cover the back of the neck and your head. Cover. I ain't gonna say sunscreen. Sunscreen, money grabbing bullshit. Excuse my language. Traffic is weird. It's I follow our Reddit, Pensacola Reddit, and that's street to street. Like, there's just certain channels of, like, imagine Google gets me off the interstate up there, and they're getting me to my house. I know other paths that could be a little longer, but yeah, I'm gonna avoid all that, what I call the Google path, when I can. You got 90-year-old Koreans backing up on the on-ramp to the interstate, because that's not, it's like, whoa! Locals that never use a blinker. It's like, I've been here for life. He said, no, I'm going right up to Denise's. Damn. So they just never use a blinker. They never come to a complete stop. Oh, a stoplight, and this is my right. You should hear the fuss people. Roundabouts. Don't build one in Florida. Not in North Florida. Closer to Alabama you get, the more likely you won't find a roundabout. One of them social conundrums. What is this? It's trying to swallow me. I don't like this. Weird. Val, speaking of Pensacola homes, I was just telling them about how we treat them roundabouts up here. Yeah. I smoked the one I had. I'm saving the other couple that the household has. I'll definitely take a I may pack a bowl of hash in a minute. Look, I'm in the wrong drawer. Wrong drawer. Let's see what I pulled out first. Ah, it's wax. Last of the wax. It's my luck, you know. This is oh, wrong lid on there. Something Larry. Aquatic, Arctic Larry, something. Soft wax. I can't really tell. Something Larry. Recycling, morning, my guy. That shredder. That shredder. Yeah. That's like when I got my Yeah. It's game changers, man. When I got this, my drawing knife, it's decent. A lot of that's cedar dust. It looks like rust, but it's cedar dust. I have actually been, that's no bueno, using it way incorrectly because my redneck brain, right? This is how dysfunctional I am. And I blame my dad. It's my daddy's side. Yep. I get tired of deep cutting with my draw knife. So I'll like stand the stick up and I'll do this. Chip shaving. Not meant to do that. That's the thing about it. I think that's the biggest thing about roundabouts here. Why they shouldn't be here, because there's those of us that know. We just know something about a roundabout. This what? Some people are gazelles. They just your screen ain't froze. This is my I still ain't dabbed for Val. Cheers, Val. Been a while, homie. How are you? It's interesting, ain't it? Here in the local, talking about it's getting hot. You local. Is it? Is it? 94. It's warm. Nothing out of the norm. There it is. Took it long enough. Anyway, that shredder. Game changer, I'm sure. Gonna be fun. Interesting to learn, and what boards are tough and what boards are like, ugh. There. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Galileo. 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 That's what the lid is, anyway. What's in it is the wax, but yeah, it's, I don't, yeah, that's my preferred container, them white ones. Who is it? Satura does the black round ones. Let's see, we got one in here. Where are you at? No, see, I done switched to a clear reclaim container. Reclaim stays in a clear. That makes sense. You kind of want to slow, just those videos are gonna have me hooked. Views are gonna go up big time. I think they should. With just some shredding footage, yeah. Today we're doing some processing. I know, get to it. Draw it out. Draw it out. Get you some run time. The carts. Ooh. Flavor wise, like, you want to vape some blueberries, bro? You that kind of person? You getting a girl a cart? You know, it's one of them fruity drink carts. That's what I call it. Oh, you got one of them fruity drinks instead of a whiskey on the rock, huh? I'm a whiskey on the rock. Jack Herrera, Sour D, the rosin carts. Those are for like, but for flavor and effect, Secret Orchard. And I think that is AYR. I did, yeah. She was on it. Training, self-training. God knew what he was doing, giving them things tails. We haven't been to Muv in a while. They kind of disappointed the wife. They just, and it's, wait, across town from us. We have closer than Muv. We have two True Leaves, Cure Leaf, Green Dragon, Cookies. We never really get to Muv, but I enjoyed Muv's products. I don't see the... When I look at Cookies, and I've had Cookies, it's good product. Good product. You pay in premium for good products because of the name. It's something happens in here. Woo, Cookies. You know. You too, Jason. I appreciate you hanging out. Be safe out there. Keep your hands and feet tucked inside the vehicle at all times. The name, exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. But yeah, the best tasting carts I've had are the Secret Orchards, which I think is AYR. And the regular stuff is just like your sour, just a straight saucepan, True Leaf and Certera. Yeah, and you'll see them once every couple months. Then, did they even have anything for 710? I didn't look. I'm just that old guy, It's like Cookies, good. What's the other places got? It's usually cheaper. Just my sentiment. But yeah, those Secret Orchard is terped out, bro. The terps in that is just like... They have the distillate syringes too. And I'd say you could put a nice little worm, and like 2-3 grams of Reclaim, and that Reclaim's gonna taste. You'd be like, oh, I can't quit you. I don't want to be quoted. I thought it was AYR has the Secret Orchard. Weed Maps will tell you if you got Weed Maps. Hell, Google. That boy is in there with my sunflower. Crazy cat. I forget. I'm pretty sure it's AYR. I want to say it was AYR. AYR or True Leaf. I know the logo was like one of those on the website. It used to be it was something else first. They're True Leaf competitors. They're right there. It's like Tom Thumb or 7-Eleven. They're that kind of competing. So if your regular True Leaf, AYR would be like so many. Our Pensacola Reddit be tripping too. Tripping. It's actually pretty hilarious. Some of our peeps here are cool. It's pretty neat to see. Was it AYR? My brain keeps. That's where you saw the secret orchard. Interested. I'd go get my boy's phone, but I think he took it with him. Yeah, I mean, as far as it getting hot right now, YouTube's hitting recycling with the wavy thing. Whoop, whoop, wave, say hello. Oh, the little things can get annoying. Am I right? Just like, get off my screen. Okay, I'll wait. Oh. Right, yes. I'll wave. Holy. Keep one of those streamers. Just quit waving at me. Why is everybody waving? Is this the South? They be pushing it down here. Way down here. Floridians get it when you say, oh, the further south you go, the further north you get. They get that. It's its own little thing down there. The rest of Florida don't really claim that. But yeah, we'll claim it because we wild like that. Look at them tripping down there. Crazy. At that Disney World. Mm-hmm. Bless their heart. Right, 5 minutes up the road. Right by Cumberland? Nah. They ain't put a Cumberland on Mobile yet, have they? Cumberland or what is it? Just opened. The Takeout just opened. Can't remember what was going where Dodge's was. Right? They come in handy. I had to get, when I was packing the boys up in the pet carrier, I got one in there. Simple. Close the door. It's like, come on, buddy. Come on. It's like, what? What? You stuffing me in a box with my brother? That was my first better. They need their own. But yeah, I could just bring the pet carrier in right now and they'd all be like, tail start flicking, remembering. They remember. There is, that's funny. I called it. There's a Cumberland on Mobile. I get over to Mobile Highway, it's sunny. He back, forced that. Damn, that guy knows how to cut the lawn. That's what I'm talking about. Get it done, right? Get it done. Or you just got a hell of a lawnmower. Was you going to cut the grass, right? I'm old. I could be tripping. And like, it's all mashing together like a plate of peas and mashed potatoes. Try to put them two on a plate together and not get one on the other. Universal law. Universal law. Nobody speaks of that though. So word on the street is. Yeah, this boy's funny. He been tripping lately. Both of them, the one inside the window and one right here. Tripping. I'm surprised the one inside's in the window. It's funny. He chilling. He was like, hold on. I'm watching these dogs. Oh. Tiger and Hambone are playing. They seem to be buddy. I can. I do. I will. Eventually I'll again. Yeah. That's our Mohawk girl. I'm too soft, man. I can't. By the time I think of something to do with them, it's like, you piss a lot of people off in the house by doing some of the stuff you do. Chewing everything. One of them has the excited pee on the furniture thing. You're not helping your case. Lord, they done pulled out one of my plants. But they're anchored through me. I am your last hope. Because everybody else don't like you. But I know if I got rid of them puppies, I'd be like, I kind of miss the puppies. So I'm going to get them a good dog house, some runners. I'm going to hook them up. We ain't getting rid of you, but you got to get out of the house. Time to fly the nest. Yeah, who, me? My wife. So is tomorrow the day you're getting rid of the dogs? Let me go look at them. No. Freaking softy. Rip. This is how Scuba goes. The animals he loves consumes him. Yeah. Tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's been 2 years. It never comes. I wake up and it's today. But back to on to the topic, right? So the blows up at the wife. You gotta go. Need somewhere to stay. Calls you up. Ain't called you, ain't apologized, no nothing, right? Oh, well, stay there till, uh, no, no. You, today was today. So anyway, he proceeds to make me try a very middle school attempt. It was above elementary because they've done it before. That woe is me, I'm the victim, da 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 da. I'm gonna be on the streets and can be murdered. I can be in my bed and be murdered. Oh wait, YouTube don't like that word. Oh no, I'd be unalived. Anyway. There came a time in my young adulthood that someone you least expect to smack you down with a piece of humbling slice of life pie is what you need. Right? Hell no. Wrong? Nope. Show ain't. It's one of those things in life. It's like, is this right? You know, putting someone at risk. No. No. Is this right? Putting a grown-up's lives in their own hands. What you got? You can be the dictator of your stuff in America. If it ain't your stuff, don't. Nothing you can say. Don't challenge the owner of that stuff. You get shot. You get murdered. Mortared. You get mortared. I shot Sharon, but I swear it wasn't self-defense. Anyway, decisions, man. Like, and I wasn't trying to be cold to the guy. I get it. I was there, man. So, have some empathy for people, even as you're turning them down. That's where I was trying to be in the conversation I was having with the guy. I'm like, hey, it sucks, dude. I'm sorry you're going through this. So I'm just supposed to be on the streets. Bro, knowing what I know now, if I was in your young body, That's a beautiful new beginning. What? Why does it take till 44 to see, like, you're not homeless, dude, you're free. Fly for us. Show me you can fly. Show me you can fly. I used to fly. Now, you know, my wings are clipped. Fly for us. I want to see you fly. That was a mistake. She a talker on tuna? Tuna talker? That's funny. Good old tuna. She won't settle for that silly albacore no more. I'll try to switch her to that cheap albacore. Uh-uh. Tuna. Steak of the sea. Oh, she is. It's kind of funny. I've seen some do that to an age around siblings, rarely. But then, like, say you have Kiki, single Kiki, that just never, there's that, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Siblings tend to end that in each other. And Bones in there playing with Tiger, or vice versa. That's funny. They'd be getting the best of each other. Yeah. Mama Kitty, Birdo, is our food inspector. I can go in there and sit at the table right now and just talk to y'all plain as normal. Just sit at the table. She would eventually show up. Thought I felt you sitting at the table. The voice was coming from the right spot. What are we doing in here? Be right on my lap. Waiting. Chicken. She gets down on some Taco Bell beef. I think that's her luxury. She don't eat too much of it, but she's like, I smell Taco Bell. So she gets her own little meat-only soft taco. And I'll unroll it next to me and just, she eats with the fam. She kind of deserves that position. She was one of the first three. See, we had Cotton. Had to move her outside when he was born. Cotton. Did we take Girlfriend for a minute? Which was her old cat. Bounced around in the family a couple times. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I've met one that'll maybe have tried the simple syrup in a fruit cocktail I was eating. I don't think I ever had one show interest in, like, fruit. Of course, they'll be checking it out. What you got in here? Be opening grapes or cherries, and they'll be like, Meh. It's a bug. Ooh, a bag. Can I have the bag? No. They'll slide around with their front half in the bag. Alright, give it to me. You're gonna choke yourself to death. Tripping. Ain't worried about what was in the bag. Speaking of tigers in there, yeah, buffalo. Yeah, the vinegary, peppery stuff they usually. Hold up. You want a confused one? Sardines and Louisiana hot sauce. Uh, what? Brain malfunction. They'll either still eat it, be like, oh, why is it so horrible? Or they'll smell it and be like, nah. Blasphemy. Who did this? Who ruined perfectly good fish, huh? I'm gonna smack you. Claws out. Where you at? Come out. Catch and Cusher. Whoever the Cat World pranker is. Where's the hidden cameras? Cat's version of flipping you off. Ooh, shrimp will be interesting. Especially if it's a nice, like, you gotta chew that shrimp. Not one of them little that they put in them them fancy things of cat food. Little tiny squimps. Get you a meaty shrimp and yeah. I hadn't had smoked oysters in this house yet. It's kind of like I gotta eat sardines outside, so the sensory sensitivities of our house is all over the place. Wife used to not like the smell. Cheers, timekeeper. Wife used to not like the smell of coffee. She was pregnant. It just, So I cut way back. Happy pregnant wife is a happy life. But she got to where she liked that. Sardines, no. Oysters, she definitely would be like, nah. We hard boil eggs for egg salad or chicken salad sometimes. Nah. I love boiled eggs, but I don't like this part. It's just a courtesy thing. I don't have to. They'd be like, get over it, and she will. Same way, like stuff like that. Which, yeah, that ain't been used in a hot minute. But I'm getting another one out. I'm doing raws. I'm not. Or was this the? Yeah, this is the rosin blend. I would rather attempt a 1 gram dab than smell some of the bug sprays. That's scuba sensitivity. How do you taste something so much? It's no other spray. I've been in some tight spaces and a dude be like with some axe or some old just juicing himself up, boy. I'm like, dang, bro, too rizzy, don't. You killing us in here. Somebody light a match, blow us up, so we ain't got to deal with this. Something about them bug sprays. Woo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd totally barf on a 1 gram dab try. It ain't happening. No. Totally. And every time I'm around that bug spray getting sprayed, I get like that. I smell it, I'll run. Till I don't smell it. My wife should make a video about that. This is how I get rid of my husband off the porch. Regular. She's got several kinds. The Skin So Soft by Avon is okay. I won't run as fast from that. But that's still mustard. They're gassing it. Yeah, I can't afford to do it. I'm not even trying that. Y'all trying to put. Whew. What was it? I blew somebody's mind the other day. Thousands of those big, just boom, shake the neighborhood mortars, fireworks, big boys. And I conservative, get real conservative, low-balled those mortars at $10 a piece. $500,000 had to have been spent just in my neighborhood. I don't live in a nice neighborhood. It's nice, but it's not like people's cars can be fixed. Your roof is leaking over there. You got a broke down truck in the yard. It's a neighborhood. It's lived in. It's nice. But $500,000. That's a lot of disposable income just to watch. I see it now. I'm the old man in the I try to remember that. My nerd brain just simple logic says they could fix that truck 5 times over if they had just not bought those fireworks and just fixed the truck. I don't know. I was saying earlier, I'm a snowflake to my grandpa. And a lot of these kids are snowflakes to me, so it's kind of like, ooh. Dang. Bummer. You can't blame us, but we exist. And that's another beautiful thing about it. I would go to war for those people. Every one of them. Every one of them. Even the person that don't use their blinker when they need to use their blinker. You live in a country where no harm, no foul, I guess. Carry on. He's free to be a dummy. I'd go to war for you, buddy. And the guy taking the 1 gram dab. Good thing our country's getting there, right? Yeah, it's like, why is it a law almost everywhere in this country that a vehicle on public roads needs to have turn indicators? Why? Just tell those people to hop down that rabbit hole. It's a very shallow one on why that it's a thing. I've gotten a lot more relaxed with people in a turn lane, specifically a turn lane. It's got only left painted on in the lane you're cool. You're good. We all going that way. The lane says we're going that way. You're good. But if that merge or turn lane's backed up into the just going lane, if you think a little bit of your butt end sticking out there, put your blinker on. Blinker off. Trying to remember. I think I've been in a making model where they had it on the steering wheel, and I don't think I liked it. I like the stick on the steering column, not these paddles or buttons on the steering wheel. That was just odd to me. Oh yeah. Yeah. And what's crazy is the infrastructure has gotten better to where it's safer for those of us that went through driver's ed and all that in high school, tested, we did that. the infrastructure was built to make that generation safer on the road. Then you do away with that. Now you have this whole new generation that didn't have that. And the better infrastructure we see. These roads out here used to be dirt, clay. A lot more dangerous than a paved, smooth road. So the infrastructure is there for our generation to make our generation a little safer. So these kids just, it's a mega super highway where I'm getting where I don't know what happened. It's weird. I had that class. Yep. A state trooper, a Kentucky state trooper rode with me on my exam. Yeah. And that's one thing, like, this is Georgia orange clay. Or sand. Red sand clay. It's sand clay mix kind of thing. But yeah, they'd be big patches of clay. Like you could dig up and make pottery kind of clay. So yeah, there's hazards on a unpaved road that are like, even somebody who had driver's ed, you better have played around out in the country if you know. Yeah. It's what my brother have to find out the hard way. Hydroplaning. We're good off-road. We used to go do the dirt track in Outlaws. Not for like just testing. Running around the track a couple times. And so we're privy to like off-road science and vehicles. What they're most likely to do if you go around whiptailing right there, you're gonna catch the bank and you ain't Dukes of Hazzard in it. That's fake. Yeah, hold up. You telling me them boys didn't jump railroad tracks? I done it. General Lee has been demolished. It should not have made it that many seasons after jumping one railroad track. Let alone through an empty car carrying railroad car. Them boys barely made it this time. No, that General Lee and stunt driver feeling it. That's how science works. Thank God it was, for science is you don't use your new stuff. Let's take the beater. If you like your stuff, don't for science it. Better go get a used one and for science that. For science is a fancy term for I'm about to break something. Watch. And if we don't break something, we're totally going to be shocked like it's bottle flip. Oh. Yeah, that car got almost like they're aftermarket and they specifically designed that General Lee to do that jump. That's a $500,000 stunt car compared to my little $5,000 Ford Tempo. Got too much hot sauce. Kiki tired of having flaming ass. Eating just eggs. Silly humans put hot sauce on this? What the? That's mine. That's mine. Look. Can you even lick your own ass? Can't have nothing nice. I'll be in the litter box trying to not smell your hard-boiled egg and hot sauce. Ooh. Yeah, it's about time for another cup of joe. Another round. Yeah. It's funny, Tiger gets a little gassy. I think he's, Meow Mix may be a little heavy for him, so he's a tutor. He'll be in there dead asleep somewhere. Hey, yeah, baby. That pretty boy. Huh? Oh, kitty. Oh, I love you too. Oh. Good boy. Weekend was awesome, Jules. Appreciate it. How was yours, man? Being chilling. Little bit of mouth pain. It's annoying, but hey. I'm up. I'm good. I'll take some headache medicine. That might help. That's probably why it hurts, though, all that caffeine. I ain't had a horseradish, man. Oh, I made grilled cheese last night, recycling. I missed babysat one of the first two, and they got a little dunner on one side. Yeah, fucking take a dab. Just the word dab. It stopped hurting for a minute. That's what I'll do. Boy, he's in there. You gonna pull more of my sunflowers out? Nothing nice. Yeah, dental work. I've got marital things to solve, and then I'll be on insurance. And that's when the teeth will be here. Toothache, there's none there. How about that? Be a life of soups. And I can make a hell of a potato soup already. Yeah. Sometimes I'll look at her and be like, just hit me in my mouth, please. Give it a, a reason to just, yeah. Give it a reason. If you do it though, knock it out. Just, bow, bust me. Just boom. It's weird in this country. I found in all my life, I'd say 10. 10 different dentists I've been to for cleanings, yada yada yada, extractions. One place. One place. And this was the last dentist I went to, which will probably be the next dentist I go to. Right there, paid cash, pulled 2 teeth. $180. $150 for the extractions and tools and her time, and $30 to the desk for making the paperwork. That was the greatest blessing in all of my dental experiences. Numbed me up after I picked the 2 I wanted out. Click, click, click. No. No lower tabs. Mm-mm. Wife. What? We don't need them. I don't need them. I'll take ibuprofen. I wasn't drugged. It was just like, you've been hit in the face. I want to go lay down. Hey, $30 I was willing to pay to get back there and pay $150 to get 2 out. Right there. It was one of those like, your bluff has been called. I looked at my wife like they had the greatest product in that I've been searching for my whole life. I was like, can we buy it? Please? Can we buy this? Pay the lady. So it's weird, the dental industry. I think I just happened upon the golden goose of dentistry. Someone who was still willing to caution into the wind that something don't go wrong. And now got somebody wanting to fool me. No insurance, nothing, cash. So yeah, I'm hoping that dentist is still around in that alley. Get it? Chase it? Something fell out of the tree yesterday and the cats were like, I'm like, Yeah, I gotta go down the same alley on the same night. We're down to 3 years now. 3 more years. October 22nd at 1:30 a.m. The fourth street light, which it's down there. Almost to the dead end. Yeah, sit right here. Is this an empty trash can? It helps keep the area clean. We don't want your blood everywhere, sir. This don't feel right. Does this smell like chloroform? They go out so fast. Forceps? Forceps. Oh, rusty vice grips. Needle nose vice grip. Oh, man. For science, right? It's like nobody's ever been poor and lived in a house that ain't been cleaned well enough that was infested with roaches. Move a picture. I seen them. I seen it. I was 5 once, and in a not so clean home. I moved the picture, and there'd be a frame still there. Mama was an exterminator. She told me. The females will emit a pheromone that will make all the other females within a certain area immediately pregnant or carry egg, whatever. Something like that. Or a female with an egg's in danger or something, immediately give birth. Something like that. Something weird, like, imagine your wife is pregnant and somebody scares her. Boo! Baby comes out early. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Uh-oh. Yeah, Linda? Is that you? That's Linda. Linda. Let's see that baby. Ooh. Ooh. I'm happy for you, girl. That baby ugly. Oh. I was talking about mine. This kid, looked like his dad. Hang up this time. Yeah, have a good one, girl. That poor baby. Gonna get bullied. What's she name it to? La Cucaracha? Oh, Lord. We all know about Linda. One word, 800 syllables. Fill in the blank. There's a lot of F's and K's in there. Yeah, that curtain. It's an older one. There's probably a tinge of green to it, and my shirt probably like. Oh, what? Flick, 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 flick. I should have had like a epilepsy warning before doing that. Somewhere the non-typing viewers like, he does that every time. My bad, my bad. Warning. Flashing images. Talk to YouTube. Wasn't me. Let's get a cup of coffee. And I see a floor candy bar I gotta get up. Some floor candy. Let's get this taken care of. Oh, look. Something wrong here. Forget my name if people didn't call me by it. Like who? Oh, that's me. And still be like, me? Oh, me? Oh. Is it dusty up there? Let's see. Which way do you turn? There we go. There we go. Oh, it smells like floor candy bars. What y'all been eating? Smell like pepperoni. Pepperoni. Lord, nothing nice. Got a lot of candle now. Burn down the house. Burning down the house. Without Google, can you tell me the remaining lyrics to that song? Fight fire with fire. Hilarious. Classic. Oh Lord. I go dancing and they just think, oh Lord, this tripod acting up like that. You gonna dance? That's what they're saying. She figured it out. She figured it out. Just took the dog telling it. What are they saying? That's like that, I know. Quit yelling. The people might have headphones on. Keep it down. We know you're the singer of the house. I know. You want a pepperoni? A pepperoni? A pepperoni? Pepperoni. Oh, that's not. That wasn't a whole one. Boy. Boy. Pepperoni. Look. See how many spots are missing in my plant bank? Lord. Where you put my plants, boy? Where you put my plants? Look at you. You got 4 missing. 4 holes in my little arrow garden. Wow. Get back there. There's 5 sunflowers left, 1 tomato, and a cilantro cutting. My cilantro in the window over there. Yeah, I can't keep it growing. The older boys will get up there with that. I attempted to grow some. But yeah, my older boys won't. It sprouts and they eat it. Kind of funny. What you want, Rudolph? What you doing, Rudolph? Oh, that's Mama? Ooh, let me move that real quick before you make a mess on it. Thank you, Mama. Hey. Yeah. Speaking of Mama Kitty. Looking good for having 4 babies. Yeah. Slim right up here. Yeah. Who you talking to that baby? Yeah. Call him over here. She had them babies. And of course, you know, her recent baby over here on the ice maker, tripping. She's been, Mama calling him. That little soft, around, where's my baby? It's funny. Interesting mom behavior. Usually good mom. Yeah, call him. Tell him. Yeah. Get that baby. What are you doing, boy? I thought about that. I've got some tomatoes outside that I just kind of like, let's see how they do here kind of thing. And they're growing. But I think they're competing too much because tomatoes are huge eaters. Huge eaters. Tomatoes. Boy, you gonna break my pestle and mortar. Come on now. Tripping. Tripping. Fruit Loop. What are you doing? What are you doing? You silly. You gotta watch him too. He'll be leaping to my shoulder. What is he doing? You see him? Go over there, get him. He hopped down, go get him. Yeah. I see some stuff on Reddit because I follow like gardening and all that. It's helped me learn a lot, but also it's helped me like spread that knowledge. There's a lot of things can happen to tomatoes that just people be like, what's happening? I get end rot here, which is like a uptake deficiency. 1 minute. Oh, snap. Mine will be delayed. Delayed. whining to get up. Yeah. That's my belly. Yeah. What are we doing? Get my belly. Get it. Ham bone, the special one. What is it? Let's see that fly. Get it. Where's that? It's prime wild protein right there. Look, even the dog come over. She's like, huh? Huh? What? Protein? He's on it. Go get it. Oh, he's a chatterer. Interesting. What is it? Yeah. Get it. That's funny. That's the first time I saw that. And we got it live. Cup is washed. I'm gonna be late for 4:20 anyway. Might as well roll, pack a little bit of a cone. It's like an air show. I'm late, but I still got to see the show. Or I'm late, but I still got to see a plane. What is it? Come on. Is it up here? He tripping, boy. He wants to find that fly. Where's it at? Get it? Where did it go? Where's it? Yeah, they're pretty good. Every now and then, the way they're designed, it might get clogged and you gotta clean it good. But for the price, it's like $14.99. I think I paid for those. Oh yeah, yeah, right. It's I'm trusting you to not do this kind of thing, homie. Don't disappoint me. Of course, that's another reason I took carpet out. He is headbutting the heck out of my tripod. You smell them boys outside? Want them to know there's a boy inside? Yeah. Silly. Don't knock it down. You loud today. Coffee pot. Lord. I will run to the restroom while I am in here. Make this cup of coffee and doink even more enjoyable. So, put that in a safe spot away from the kitty that is playing with my tripod. Get him in the view. BRB. Keeping them company, boy. Yeah, get my buoy. Yeah. He's tripping, dummies. Oh, man. I had a cat join me in there. So I'm midstream and he's like, watch this. Starts opening the under the sink cabinet. I'm like, what the? Gets in there. It shuts behind him. You okay? You alright there, buddy? Tripping. Tripping. So yeah, nice little bathroom visitor. What do I get for leaving the door open? I should know better. Woo! Yeah, yeah. That's all I could do was sit there, stand there, continue my existing issue, the problem at hand, right? And watch this cat open the cabinet and climb in with a bunch of chemicals that cat should not be around. I'm like, oh Lord, all I could do is giggle. Why do y'all insist on being such a danger to yourself? Or taking every opportunity to be hazardous. Yeah, why are you sitting on it? Oh. Anyway, while you're here, watch this. Like Stewart from Mad TV. Look what I can do. Well, can I use the bathroom alone? You left the door open. Can I bring my popsicle? Oh Lord, help me. You hear the door shut and lock. What is happening? Lights out, inmate. Late cheers, by the way. Think you're just so smart. Look what I can do. You seem to be stuck on that thing like twice a day. What does this thing do to you? Ah, cheers. Yeah, it was interesting. That young man, you're just gonna let me be on the streets and possibly get murdered. I mean, yes and no. You're just gonna lay down on the streets and give up, right? There was no other option. No other option in his mind. None. I came up with three in my mind as soon as I took the call. I was like, this can go really good, and we could possibly put you up at a hotel. And I tried to stay on the phone with him as long as I could, which was a lot longer than I thought he'd stay on the phone with me. At the bowl with the actual like cereal bowl or soup bowl, whatever, with a bowl, and or was it the mug one? You said bowl, so I'm imagining it's the. I'm trying to remember who I saw with one of those. Probably Southern Dabber. I'm sure Custom Grow had one too. Puffer, good to see you. Good to see you. So come to find out, I don't want to say the youngest in the house anymore. Tiger, the bigger kitty. Mama had her kittens 4. Which we only found out was 4 last night. And my niece came home from a weekend of condo cleaning, and I was like, oh, come look at the babies. Three were all huddled up together, and I saw another thing moving back there. I'm like, is that 4? Well, dang. Unicorn, how are you? Thunder Buddy. OG in the house. I'm good. I'm awesome. How are y'all? Zebra still painting you like one of them French girls? That's personal. You don't have that. Ah, you dropped your bowl. That sucks, dude. We actually, and I'll actually pull it out since several OGs are here. I cleaned it last night, so. The Stoner Grandma. Remember her? well over, well over 5+ years ago. She had a giveaway. I was like, oh, I've never had a hemper piece. I want a hemper piece. She had a giveaway. I entered and I won. And this thing, I mean, it's made me a hemper salesman. But I got a little flour mixed with hash in there. I think we'll do that in a moment. Cheers. Dab and Grandma won with the glasses, right? Usually has that. You can just set your glasses down and it'd hang thing on her glasses. She'd be dabbing. Granny be hitting that stuff. Yeah, I know dabbing Granny. But the stoner grandma, and I think Penny Art probably assisted in her being part of the stoner community. Every community's got people they're like, you can say you're part of the community, but the community's not going to say you're a part of them. Something happened with her a while back, though, dabbing Grandma. I can't remember. I think it was something like what happened with a similar buddy, YouTube buddy. Accidentally said the wrong thing in a manner that is unexcusable. And kind of took a hard sneak to the face. Yeah. Oh. I didn't mean it like that, but yeah. But yeah, the stoner grandma, she was artsy. She was a midwife for a long time. I say midwife, what do they call it? Basically a nurse. I ain't talked to Penny Art in a while. I need to message her again and see if I can commission a piece. She's doing good paintings now. Then there was Rob's Reclaims. I hope he's okay. Him and Penny Art got together. That was cool. That was a 420 community. Like, what? Let's go. Date local stoners. I'll have to find her profile. She's on IG, I think, still, but she changed. She went back to, her. I think it's her name now. Which I won't. I'll find it on IG and shoot it to you. You'll know exactly who I'm talking about, Timekeeper. I can send it to you too, Unicorn, if you don't remember who the stoner grandma was. But So that guy had no other option. Just be on the street and get murdered. It's crazy to think. Just, man, I was down when I had nowhere to go and I was homeless. I was down. But I wasn't like one option is the only way. I couldn't grasp that extreme view to me is what it seems like. Just an extreme, like, dark place to be. But it's like I said, I was like, man, I feel for you, dude. It sucks. But holy crap, dude. If I was your age again, I'd be taking this as a beautiful beginning. You are free, free, free. Go get yours, my guy. You want to chase paper? Chase paper. You want to be a professional gamer? Chase paper to get all your gaming stuff, keep your gaming stuff up, and become a professional gamer. There's things you gotta do to get to any aspiration in life. It was just odd to me. So that's my message to you. It's like if nobody's allowing you to come into their home, why? Are all of them just douchebags? All of them? You stayed in a community where there's no other option. Mentally ill people can write a sign and sit at an intersection and make hundreds of bucks a day. You're not even mentally ill. What am I missing? Not an addict, not mentally ill, not diagnosed anyway. And hell, I don't think just trouble, but mentally ill. That's what I'm saying. Like, fine. You gotta adapt, bro. Like, you can't just sit down and wallow in the rejection of somebody controlling their life and space. Unrealistic, right? Very young and naive type thing to just... I picture a kid in the grocery store pitching a fit. Our boy tried that. We were going to a restaurant. He wasn't happy. Probably tired. No tell. This is young now. 2, 3 years old. We get out. Walking into the restaurant, he wants to, I don't want to be here. Get in the car. We won't. And now you just made your parents salty. And you're going to sit with us. Because we're going to get us something on the way home. and sit at home and just look at you awkwardly. Like the little, not even a cobra. You're the stuff a cobra spits. What were you going for? Right back around. Home. Some people will be like, oh, you let your child's actions dictate what you were doing. No. My child's actions dictated on our level of respect for everybody in that establishment. It's out to eat is a privilege to be happy about. Not, I don't want to. Insert Vine clip of dude just kicking a doll. Ah. What's that they say? Some of y'all need older siblings and it's showing. Nobody talks about that. Bullying, everybody's like, who's bullying you at school? It ain't at school. My brother told me not to tell you or he'd kill me. Back there with an evil stare like Stewie. Just fades into black. Siblings. Brother card gets you nothing except with your brothers and sisters. That's it. But I'm your brother. You're not going to tie your brother to a tree and cover them in honey and leave them for apples. We don't do that to nobody. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See where mine went. I think they either caught the fly or they gave up. Him being a chatterer is hilarious. Exactly. It's a very, I call it middle school stuff. It's very middle school stuff. Devious, manipulative, dark. Name all that, those chemicals that go through you in middle school that make you just the weirdest thing in our species life cycle. You were at the most weirdest. I'm lucky that I have the memory retention to remember some of the just stuff I used to think. Like, what? What? so irrational, bro. Like, delusion. It's hilarious. Then I try to think, I'm like, alright, are they going through that time in their period and just a little later? Because some of the stuff we experienced as kids kind of grew you up a little in certain emotional aspects. You know, people were at different levels, but we all kind of tried, should have tried to keep our peers on a level that's consistent with each one's needs on emotional growth. Some people need to be made fun of because they put their pants on backwards. Some people need to be smacked for the way they talk to somebody for telling them they're stupid for putting their pants on backwards. It's a beautiful little emotional no child left behind system. Super weird though. Big family is a good thing. Contribute to that healthy dysfunction of normality, if you will. Yeah, I was in a hurry, but I pooped in the back. And that's where you sit. Now we're on a whole different issue here. Hold up, you said what? We didn't see Johnny for the rest of the year. They always said tell an adult. A fellow child defecates themselves. We always wondered what happened. Then there was a thing where that was popular. Who did it? Crisscross? Crisscross will make you jump, jump. Jump, jump. Informer, you never know what I'm singing. I lick your boom boom down. Oh yeah, me and my brother bought matching pairs of shorts, knee-length shorts, just underneath, a little longer than me. Little jams, those were a thing. Jams come down just a little bit below the knee, shorts below the knee. We call them jams. And they were a little jammy, so it come down not as far as jams, but covered the patella, you know what I mean? Modesty. Young dude, you got to cover the kneecap, huh? And yeah, remember jams? Yeah. And they're overalls, all black. 2 back pockets. So, one was purple, Crown Royal purple. One on each breast. Because looking back, I'm pretty sure these were made for women or girls. 2 back pockets. Style. You know, it's kind of like that. But they were big. One was purple. One was like a green. And then down in the front, same thing. 2 back pockets. And then you had the side pockets, but they went backwards. Back then, I want to say they were $30 a piece. Jinko shorts was their own little, like, they took jams and said, we got extra denim. So Jinko jams would have been like, if the pants were smokestacks, the Jinko jams would have been a silo. That was just a lot of fabric, dude. A lot of fabric. Looking back, I would have like totally invested in a lot of Jinkos, which I had a couple pair. But you know, you grow into the logical aspect of what bottoms should be. A mile of fabric is not one of those. Yeah. What can we get back there? A skateboard, my BMX. Look, my dad got a new cell phone. He said, call me when we're ready for a ride. We're going town to skate and bike. Right? Some long ass, I don't want to say Kool-Aid socks, because they weren't like a lot of different colors. And they weren't baseball leggings. Just had one or two, three, sometimes four colored stripes at the top of the sock. And it was like just under the knee. That's what I wore with my Jinkos. Because there's a lot of air going in there. I get cool easy. I need something. I've been a grandpa since grandpa's been grandpa. Looking back, I think I was a buzzkill for some of my friends. No, man, don't. No, they ran us off from there. Don't go back up there. Wee, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, anxiety. Time to go. I should have. Damn it. Should have chilled, man. Yeah, not me. What? A BMXer with skateboarders. Go figure, you know? So the snowboarding and the skiers thing, I kind of see. There's a personality difference in a skateboarder and a BMXer. Like, I know I can't go some spots a skateboard can't, and the skateboard knows. You want me to take the path you're taking when we're running from a security guard? When I can go right there? Nah, homie. I'm cutting corners. I'm bunny hopping. Never complained about toting them on the handlebars though. That's just what good friends do. We riding together, homie. Yeah, hold your board, string it to your back, whatever, bungee. It's a nice day today. Feels a little dry. New ramps. I've been wanting to look on our school board site. The school he goes to within a remodel, getting some new stuff, a new drop ceiling, new windows, stuff like that. Updating, keeping it right and safe. A lot of times they'll have old desks, chairs, all multiple sizes, depending on the school, some blackboards. I worked at a school when they did that transition from blackboards to dry erase whiteboard. I should have found a way to keep a couple of them chalkboards. Tax money at work, yep. It even says, I had a picture of the thing, what they're doing, completion, estimation. You're penny hard at work. Yeah, I've seen them take or convert. There's a conversion system with the whiteboard, or certain projectors are like, what does VR call it? Hand identification. And there, sometimes you make a certain gesture and you could write, but it's a projector on the dry erase board. It's pretty nice. It's like, well, old school chalk still coming out, you know. I wish they had that, but I'm getting dry thinking about the chalkboard. Right? Ooh. Your teacher can fix that, right? Because I hope so. Go erasing over. I blame my mom. Well, I had some work lined up for you today. Looks like it's movie day. Thanks, Mom. Yeah. Screenshot. Projector screenshot. Yeah, felt like I was in trouble. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wrong place. Y'all don't do the shoot 'em finger here. That sucks. Feels like that's derogatory now in America. He just pointed a fictional gun at me. Wait. A biographical gun at me. Literal? In trouble? Ooh. That's where I'll be like, oh man, send me to the principal. I didn't want to see his office. See what we paying for. What kind of luxuries he got. She got. It's usually a she nowadays. That was a gun thing too. I need to quit. Yeah, no erasers. Teacher comes in. It's okay. Watch this. Blinks twice. Work restored. I mean, that's all you got. It's yeah, it wasn't a shop teacher. Unrelated incident. So how'd it happen? I was surfing in Kokomo, and I didn't know this species of eel hung out in pairs of 4 and like fingers. Man. Hey, they got all 4 but the good one, huh? How much less fingers would you need to not call it a hand anymore? I mean, just missing a little piece of finger, is it no longer a hand? Technically an amputee, right? A phalange amputee. Yeah, if you only got a thumb, yeah, that's perma hitchhiking right there. No longer a hand. It's a tool that is only used in very specific situations. Maybe if you practiced enough, you could be a proctologist, but I don't think you'd have repeat customers. Or you would. Yeah, fingerless slap. That's a clubbing. That's a clubbing. But I hit him open-handed, officer. Don't even try it. When a slap becomes more than a slap, when you have no fingers. Something falling out the tree again. That's a clubbing. And it ain't meant as poking fun at people with no fingers. Just know. My opinion on that is, you smack somebody with no fingers, It's not a slap. No. It's like my cousin J.W., who was deaf, very hard of hearing. It's not cussing if I hear it. Oh, it's, yeah, yeah. I've seen just, I've seen a fist hit just right where you hear a slap. Contact with skin fast enough makes a sound. Skin, skin on skin fast enough makes a sound. One would assume it is a slap. But I've seen many that just, ooh, sound like a backhand. A perfectly landed, just open. But this guy was coming over at it. Full knuckle. I'm like, wow, my guy just got hit by one piece. Those are scary hits I've seen. When a punch slaps, woo! That's why I say it's different. Take fingers out of the equation. Ring my bell. Steve Irwin, another example. The croc hunter, crocodile hunter. Steve Irwin died today. What happened? Did Bessie get him? Who got him? What big girl got him? From a ray. You just know in your head, you hear it, you're like, oh man, my guy got death rolled by one of his crocs, man. They finally caught him up, drug him in, and you know, your heart drops some. It's like, damn, doing the thing you love to, man. And then you hear that. That's a thing. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Freak accident. Still at my age, I'm like, you know, how am I just gonna, or am I gonna, you know, how would I wanna? Fingered or fingerless slap? How do I wanna? In this slap fighting match of life. Every last one of us here too. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That life smack. Stay humble. Right. Yeah, you spend too much time on that, it gets like, wow. I could have been thinking of a better way to hold the stick so I don't cut myself while I'm whittling. Ooh, yeah. Oh. You know, I see that noodling, and I see the size of some of these beasts they're letting gnaw on their arm. Um, and they don't. Oh look, food appeared upon my casa. Come on in, food. No, that ain't what that catfish. The catfish is in its hole. Here comes the human hand. Oh, oh. I'm like, have they never stepped on a catfish barb? These people are insane. You're pulling 30, 40-pound monsters out of these holes with your arm. And then you're cradling them like a flopping mad baby. And it's got 3 barbs on. Happy 420. I'll do it. Do this little bit of hash. They get, it's a different thing. Only way to know how to hold a fish over a certain size is to held a fish over a certain size. And it's like, no, I'm not holding a catfish like a shotgun. It's as big as a shotgun. Let it lay on the ground. I remember I caught a 16-pound catfish on a 10-pound test line. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 30-minute fight. It was at a catfish farm. Weight limit on catch and keep was 15 pounds. And the guy at the scale, that was perfect. Perfect catfish. To pay for, take home, fry it. Perfect catfish. Feed the whole family. Oh, it's 16 pounds. Dumped it right. I was so crushed as a kid. I was crushed, dude. Yeah, what's that say? I got 4 reasons not to noodle. And every one of them's acceptable, logical reason not to. Yeah. See, down south here, there's several species of different animals types that like to stay in river holes. One of which is the catfish, which is a delectable treat if fried up right. But another one, a diabolical creature that only one could imagine what was going through God's mind when he created. One of mythical deviants, said to have eaten some gods in its time. The vicious, the demonic, the possessed. The one we dare not name, but I shall name for the sake of this life. Alligator snapping turtle. Mm, 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 mm. No touchy, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Mm, 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 mm. Many a digits of many a good folks. I say good folks, bless their southern heart for sticking their hand in the afterlife that is a dark hole in a river. They know not what they do. Them's just babies. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to scare y'all with all that. I like my fingers, so I don't go doing all that. Oh, what was that? Not the same thing as yellow pages. Don't just go flipping through there all blind. This is before they divided the phone book too into business and personal. Just everything out there. Boom. Alphabetical order. Ron is right next to double A liquors. That phone book is just in there. Alphabetical. Who are you looking for? Looking for the L. Boom. L's. L-A. L-I. L-O. L-U. Lucky Tavern. Right next to Luciano something another. Good times. Good times. I remember this lady, good friend of ours, Grandma, sat in her little camper for the rest of her days. Well over 15 years. We knew she'd watch Bob Ross all the time. Prince Albert in a can. So you walked into this old lady's trailer, and it smelled heavenly. And it was like you're just transformed. She got paintings everywhere drying. Bob Ross quietly going in the background. He's just happy little trees. And she already has one that he's painting. She's watching it again. She had a crush on Bobby. Anyway, but it was just interesting. The Prince Albert in the cans that would be randomly placed everywhere. And you'd think, like, well, this old lady uses her old Prince Albert cans as storage for maybe some art stuff. I mean, she paint. No. No. Pick one at random. Tobacco. Tobacco. And I found it interesting a decade later that it always smelled heavenly in there. Just so good. And I couldn't, even as a smoker, I think if I walked in there, I'd be like, what is that? Just a blend of the paint she used and the Prince Albert, the fabric softener on her moo-moos. I don't know. But it was like, damn. Why am I so comfortable? You could be a serial killer. What year is it? It was one of them mythical grannies. Yeah, Prince Albert in a can and zippers. Yeah. Drying canvas and Prince Albert. I was a weird kid. Holy crap. Yeah. What the newer kids call start getting speed bumps? Don't do it. Don't Google it. Don't. Delete your history if you do. It's along the Prince Albert lines of the same, not tobacco or royalty. Grim purple. Prada. Blessings. Damn, another OG. How are you? Blessings. Wow. OG. Yes, sir. Oh, my parents used to smoke over here. Two words to describe growing up in a smoker's home or knowing and assisting someone in a smoking home. Two words can describe it. Wall washing. I can tell somebody's age by just asking them that question. You ever washed a wall? I'm amazing. A little tooth pain, but you know, it's got 800 broken teeth. One's bound to hurt. Coffee helps a little bit. Smoking definitely don't. Whatever it is, the mouth sore is like, hey, don't. Yeah, look. Oh, there's walls. This was white walls. Oh, I'm sorry, eggshell. I thought it was just that 70s cringe yellow. Just that old wood stove in the house yellow. Nightbot even showed up. Nice. Luckily, Grandpa, my Grandpa Herman, Vietnam vet, rest in peace. One shot in the stomach. Um, he had this hole in his belly that healed up. Just he could put 3 or 4 cigarettes in there, depending on the cigarette. But it was usually Pall Mall non-filters, and he'd just put 2 in there and light them in the most stupid of places, trying to die. Every time I pump gas, I want a cigarette. I don't know what smell of gas makes me want. Yeah, eggshell. It's eggshell white. It is now. I'm not going to baseball practice tomorrow, Mom. And in his trailer, he happened to have the new some weird styrofoam-like trim. So when you wiped it, it just wanted to. You could wipe it with steel wool, and steel wool would just stick and roll onto the wall. You're like, I can't wash the trim. Pall Mall non-filters. Yeah. Get your green quick. Get your green fix. Mm-hmm. But yeah, his trailer had that trim that was just weird stuff, and it didn't matter what you used. It just grabbed. You go for the green Brillo, green, just pieces of Brillo all over it. Flip to the sponge side. Just yellow pieces of sponge all over it. Oh yeah, definitely inside too. Just hot box it all the time. All the time. You know those rats they used in the testing of marijuana smoking? They died from smoke inhalation, not cannabis use. It's a thing. We need this stuff. Packed full of tree pollen and I remember my first boat. My first stogie was it wasn't either one of those. forget the name. Had something Cuba in it. Because Cuba sells on cigars. You just, I mean, as the smoker, right? I've smoked in a vehicle with the windows up. Or have been lit one as I pulled up before I roll the window down. You see that smoke. And you're like, man, I should let that out. And then you hang a baby there. Mom, Dad. Ta-da! That's why I say we're all a miracle. If I can survive that and try to leave a nice Oh, my wife has a story with the old rear-facing station wagons, the back seat with the rear-facing seat, and writing help on a piece of paper. Help, kidnapped, on the way to Disney, right? Yeah, the basket was a godsend. uh, thank God for great quality products growing up, right? And rest in peace to the poor people that like lost anything in the process of realizing it was strong. The roll cage worked great. It kept everybody in the vehicle. But it was too strong. Everybody's mashed up from the roll cage being too hefty. Yeah, rear facing back seat. And they want to put help kidnapped in the window on the way to Disney. That's how you get kidnapped. Yeah, hey, we make it. We got here. Oh, back of pickups, yeah, that was better than any seat inside a car. I'll sit on a four-way lug on a flat, wire exposed tire. I'll sit on it. Ow. It's June bug season. Free falling. Yeah, we want to sit in the most ridiculous spot. Oh, yeah. Can I sit under the car? Look, there's a spot right above the muffler right there. I can just chill. What's that smell? It's like the unwritten rules of the wasteland. If you look to be of the age that gets you free into the buffet, you are that age. They think I'm 55 plus. I'm gonna stop them from a senior discount. I'm well over 30 enough to know a discount. Yeah, you can call me 55. I identify. You want to see my grandbaby? My grandbaby. Yeah, yeah. It's like I see ground wasps. I think some dirt daubers will go after them. Um, a cat will play with them here and there, but other than that, that's usually when I see a June bug. It's on its last flight of the June bug. 67 Ford LTD two-door in the trunk. Held 5 people. Sounds like an old Ford. Two-door at that. So I picked up on that. Yeah, yeah. And what's funny is the wheel well was like the window seat. I'm over here. I'm in, hurry. You wanted to be the first one in the trunk. Get you nice settled and up. Hurry up, y'all. We got 15 miles to go. Feel the car getting lower to the ground. Everybody that gets in the trunk. Everybody gets in, and you didn't want to be this person. I gotta pee. Everybody else in the trunk. Like a horrible rendition of like dying in a B-rated movie. Yeah, here's a bottle. Roll over. This is why I wanted to end. I just knew this was gonna happen. It happens every time. And it's always him. Oh, can we just leave him at home? With Uncle Da Da Da. Why would you even suggest that? Yeah, Slurpee cup. It's styrofoam and the crushable, easily crushable kind of styrofoam. Gentle, gentle. I think the ladies were girls were the only one that could get away with something like that. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to pee. Hurry up. She was a brother or dude cousin. I feel better. I'm breathing. Comes back. All right, let's go. Oh man.
If you gotta spew, spew in this.
Oh man. Party on. Yeah. That's why 5 of you had to get in the trunk. The 2 older ones that have seniority, that got the middle of the bench seat or the back seat, hair like this, and everything to maintain and extinguish an emergency concerning that hair. And yes, I use extinguish in a manner that, yeah, some hair could not go some places. You found yourself back then looking up where the fire breathers were, the torch jugglers. You may have had 80s hair. It's alright. I get it. I had some nice Florida boy surfer, sun bleach blonde, pain in my ass hair. Yeah, for adult pop. Mm. What's that so heavy? Aquanet. It's the big can. That hawk been mad the past couple of days about this time. I have a can up in my laundry room. It helps on some things, like hinges. Some certain hinges. Aquanet's awesome. Painted hinges. I use it on my gun chest I got mounted to the wall. Kind of protects it. Keep that grease that's on there kind of stuck on there. Aquanet. The grease catcher. Turns it hard. Cornstarch for your hair. What do they call it at a laundromat? When you get it pressed with starch, extra starch, hard. A lot of 80s hair was starched hard, for sure. And I'm not even hating, because like, it was like the pants. Everything in fashion eventually gets from like, that's pretty neat. I dig that. It's different. And then it just goes, that's weird. No. No. We don't wear steak in public, sorry. Went from big hair to a steak dress. Whoa. Don't do it. What time is it? 1 o'clock. About that time, lunchtime. Maybe go sit in there, play a game or something. May hop on Fortnite. See what's been going on there. But it's like that hawk says. Nothing. Tell him. You got the mic. We went through this. Come on now. Be shy. You're a hawk, dude. Like tiger of the sky, bro. Being quiet now. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking about it. That or DayZ. I know some servers are PvE. And I like those. I like those. I don't want to have to worry about a very difficult gun battle right after finding a gun. And I just get dead. And now I'm on the beach somewhere, way across the map. And I just found a gun. An hour in game, I ran across the map to get this gun. Appreciate it, Puff. I'll try. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen and try to focus on something other than my mouth. But anywho, yeah, I might have another cup. Go chillax inside. I heard the AC kick on. I'm like, oh, is it that one? I need to be sitting in there enjoying it. It's running. It's like that kitchen light. It's on. I need to be in there or something. What are we cooking? Who in there? Who in my house? See you next time. Happy Monday? Monday? Oh, we already at Monday, dude. Oh my God. Be careful.